Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com, your Monday morning NFL opening line report. Week 4, I'm just going to give you some candid, raw, and initial reactions to the opening lines. I've seen some of these. I haven't seen all of them yet, so it's going to be, it is what it is. There is no acting going on here. Leave your comments and your reaction to these opening line in the comments section, and I'll interact with you after I go through them. So the haters and the porn sites and the competitors who don't have enough work ethic to build up their own audience, want to come over and steal mine. Once we weed all them out, you guys can leave comments and we can interact here. I wrote a couple things down. Week 3 is over, except for the Monday Night Football game. I'm just going to give, these aren't handicapped opinions. These are just me and you taking a piss over a fence post, drinking a Dr. Pepper. And by the way, Mr. Pibb is my flavor. They don't sell Mr. Pibb in Las Vegas. I got any followers out there in the Midwest? Send me a case of Pibb. A little Pibb extra. Come on, give a brother some love. I'll give you a week's worth of picks. That being said, underdogs and unders dominating the NFL right now. And by the way, we had a great weekend in the NFL. Appreciate you coming over and supporting me. Haven't lost a Sunday card, with 3-1, hit a 7-unit pick. That was a ball sweater. I had the over in the Tampa Bay Rams game. It took right until the final drive to get that in. But a 3-1 day. Top picks remain unbeaten. We're doing well. I told you at the beginning of the regular season we'd made some changes. The last couple years' results in the NFL are completely unacceptable. I'm the most transparent guy on the internet. I'll tell you the way it is. I mean, we had a great Sunday. We had a crappy Saturday. We hit our top play on Saturday, but we went 1-3, but we hit Kentucky. No, we just had a bad Saturday. We had a great Sunday again. Haven't lost a Sunday card all year. Went 7-2 in the preseason, 4-0 in top picks. Told you we're going to have a better NFL season, and we are, and I ain't done yet. Survivor pool pick this week, and the circa was Denver. That being said, underdogs went 8-5 against the spread on Sunday. I mainly did totals. I had one loss, and that was first half line of Arizona. Nice job covering a 109-yard kick return on a field goal. Cliff Kingsbury at his finest right there, coaching. Wow, shades of Auburn, Alabama. That being said, on the season, underdogs are 30-17 against the spread, 64%. Underdogs of +6 or less are 88% against the spread, 14-2. Wow. Unders 10-4 on Sunday, 28-19, 60% on the season, which is, with this day and age, when you see a lot of totals around 50 or higher, the rules in the NFL are geared towards the offense and not the defense in terms of coverage, pass interference, touching the quarterback, blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of a surprising number. And I'll tell you one thing about the NFL. The officiating is a complete clown show. Complete clown show. It just is. But nonetheless, also I wanted to announce what would be fun, and we'll do it because people have been bugging me about it. DMing me over at Twitter, at TGeorgeSports is my Twitter. Why don't you do too many live chats anymore? So what we're going to do starting next Tuesday is we're going to make the opening NFL line report a live chat. Every Tuesday morning, say around 10:30 my time, Vegas time, that's 12:30 Central. We'll go over the opening lines, me and you. We'll talk about it. You can put your comments in there. Let's get to it. The opening lines here, let's run through them. Thursday night, Monday Night Football has not been played yet, but the lines are out for those teams. I haven't seen all of these. I've seen some of them. Thursday night, Jacksonville travels to Cincinnati, -7.5. Cincinnati is. Over and under is 46. It kind of reminds me a lot of last Thursday night's game, except the favorite was on the road and not at home. Cincinnati plays some good football. They have good players. Burrow's doing okay. Mixon's running the ball. A pretty good defense. Of course, anybody's going to look good against, Pittsburgh's offensive line, but Got a quarterback for Jacksonville that's a rookie, turning it over like crazy. I believe Burrow and Lawrence have played each other, didn't they? He beat Clemson or Alabama that year. I can't remember. Anyway, great teaser play. And if you wanted to use Cincinnati in the survivor pool this year, this is probably the week to do it. I'm considering it. They're definitely going to be someone's teaser at -1.5, get them down on 7.5. They're going to beat Jacksonville, trust me. Indianapolis at Miami, Miami at home, -1.5, total 43.5. The Cincinnati-Jacksonville total is 46. About right. I don't think there's a lot of drop-off between Tua and Brissett. I really don't. Matter of fact, I think they might be a little bit better with them. They gave Vegas Raiders all they wanted. Gave it up in overtime. Can the Colts really go 0-4? I know a lot of people had on this big, sharp money, whatever that means, was all over them against Tennessee this weekend. Didn't happen. They're not that good of a football team. Wentz isn't doing anything special. I think Miami probably a better coach team too. Saying. I haven't seen this line. Houston. 17-point underdog at Buffalo, total 48. Now, I'm not getting involved with anything -17 in the NFL. I don't understand why Houston's sitting Deshaun Watson. Political reasons? You've got players that have done a lot worse than that are playing in the NFL right now, some of them in the Hall of Fame. And by the way, Deshaun Watson, and this isn't an insensitive statement for those politically correct or woke culture dudes or females that are watching this, he hasn't been charged with anything. There's been allegations made against him. They've been investigating this thing for 7 or 8 months and not one charge. All right, whatever. Go with Davis at Buffalo. Get your butt kicked by 3 touchdowns. I'm not getting near it, but Dallas at home, -4.5 against Carolina. Dallas is yet to play on Monday night as we tape this, so let's see what happens on the injury front. Prescott could go down. Elliott could go down. Cooper, Gallup, one of their studs at wide receiver, Carolina without McCaffrey is going to be a different animal, different ball club. He's one of the top 5 players in the league, bar none. Makes that whole team go. Darnold's a better quarterback now that he's away from the whirling cesspool of doom and despair that is the New York Jets. And he can make all the throws. He's got some players, DJ Moore, a couple other guys there. They've had added rest where Dallas is going to be on a short week because of Monday Night Football, which might be an advantage. Take a look at that as it gets closer to game time. Totals 50 in that. That's about right, too. Might even go under that a little bit. Carolina's defense a little underrated. Tennessee on the road at the Jets, laying 7.5. Total 46. This will be real simple. Tennessee in a teaser. Big time. Big time. They played good football last 2 weeks. Came back and beat Seattle. Grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat. Shows a lot of character. They got it done. Defense stepped up against the Colts. Jets are just a dumpster fire. Trying to break in a rookie quarterback who's thrown it up for grabs. Granted, they played a better defense this weekend out in Denver than they will against Tennessee. They are at home, but Tennessee in a teaser. Cleveland, Minnesota. Cleveland at Minnesota laying 1 point, total 52.5. Cleveland's a good football team. They're a different animal now that Odell Beckham's back. I'm not sold on Seattle. I know Sean Salisbury was in our video. I thought Seattle would be a lot better in the red zone in that game. I thought that'd be a hell of a football game. I said to take Minnesota in a teaser in that video. That covered. They won outright. But Cleveland, with Odell Beckham back, and he had a decent day coming back. Same old. Talented guy. Now they're minus Jarvis Landry for a while. But the running game, Hunt got off yesterday. Again, Cleveland didn't play anybody. Um, I'd lead Cleveland early. Washington at Atlanta at a pick'em. Total 48.5. Washington got blown out yesterday, and Atlanta needed everything but the kitchen sink to beat the Giants by 3. Under 48.5 is my initial reaction. Kansas City, what the hell are you doing laying 6 on the road to anybody? You have no defense. Kansas City wins. Philadelphia covers. Andy Reid went to the hospital on a stretcher yesterday after the game. Dehydration was I think he's okay. Everybody knows I'm a big Kansas City fan, so I hope he's okay. Kansas City's got some issues. They're learning how to do coverage on Tyreek Hill and taking him away a lot of the time from Mahomes. The offensive line is still learning how to gel. The bright spot was in that loss, they learned how to run the football again yesterday, and they need to balance their attack in order to beat people. You also have to stop somebody. And we'll see what Philadelphia does tonight against Dallas. But given a home team like Philadelphia, 6 points is dangerous. Detroit at Chicago. The Justin Fields experiment showed up yesterday. Chicago didn't even have 100 yards offense. Detroit +3, total 43. Under. And probably Detroit in a teaser. Faux show. Put Detroit and Tennessee in a teaser. There you go. There's a winner. 4 units right there. Boom. Or you can put New Orleans -8. 43.5 against New York Giants at home. I believe this will be their home opener. They played in Jacksonville and when they spanked the piss out of Green Bay, but Giants are 0-3. You know, I thought Joe Judge would be a better head coach than that. Boy, did. He's not. They can't get it going. That defense of New Orleans against Jones and that offense of the Giants, you couldn't even put up, 14? I don't know what the score was. What was the score? 17-14? I'm going to research that real quick. I think it was 17-14. Yeah, it was. You only put up 14 points against Atlanta's defense. Good luck against New Orleans on the road. Arizona, Rams, what's the total in that game? 43.5, New Orleans and Giants. I don't have anything to do with that. Arizona +6 at the Rams. Rams are going to kill them. McVay owns them since he's been coaching there. I'm not trusting Cliff Kingsbury in a big game. I know Murray's playing good. I know they're 3-0. Need a miracle to beat Minnesota. They played Jacksonville. Rams have beat a couple good teams. Took care of Brady. Laying 6. There's a teaser play for you. Put them in a pick'em. Against somebody. 2-team 6-point teaser. Total 54.5. That's probably going to go over. Seattle catching 3 at San Francisco. San Francisco last night. Hey, get off Garoppolo's butt. Get off Seattle's butt. Or San Francisco's butt today. Aaron Rodgers got the ball with no timeouts and 37 seconds left. Who'd have thunk? Grabbed the feet from the jaws of victory. They're laying 3 here in this game against Seattle. I am not sold on Seattle at all. And that defense, you got to get rid of the ball quick. Wilson can buy some time. He's got some decent receivers. But at the end of the day, I think San Francisco is a really good football team. I don't think Seattle is. 3 and total 52.5. Probably be some scoring there. Baltimore on the road at Denver. Denver is 3-0. They look great. The problem is the 3 teams they beat, their combined record is 0-9. Baltimore off a scare at Detroit, who put up a hell of a ball game. Justin Tucker kicks NFL record 60-some yard field goal, 66 I think it was. Baltimore catching 1.5, total 44. Bridgewater's looked good. Their running game has looked good. Their defense has looked extremely well. They look like they're well coached. This is, they haven't played anybody. We'll find out about Denver this weekend. I wouldn't bank on them. The Steelers +7 on the road at Green Bay. Good luck. Good luck. Here's another teaser play. The offensive line of Pittsburgh is just ridiculously bad. Roethlisberger is on the downside of a career. Virtually 3 years younger than him, Aaron Rodgers is peaking. Better quarterback, better team, at home, Lambeau, Green Bay in a teaser. 45.5 is a total. I'd definitely take the over there. Because Green Bay is going to have 30-some in that game. And maybe Pittsburgh figures out a way to put 20 on the board. When you can't protect Big Ben, he's getting beat up. Cincinnati beat him up. The week before, the Raiders had 10 or 15 hits on him. He was all banged up. They can't run it. They can't throw it. They got weapons, but can't get them open. You can't have 2 seconds to throw the ball and expect to win in the NFL. Roethlisberger's been afforded the luxury of having protection and being able to throw it with guys draped all over him when he was younger. He's not younger. Tampa Bay, Thursday night game. Tom Brady returns to the scene of the crime. Foxborough Stadium, 6.5 on the road, total 49. Playing New England on Sunday Night Football. New England just hasn't looked good. You got Tom Brady up against a rookie quarterback? Forget about it. Another teaser. Belichick probably knows Brady's weaknesses better than anybody. And by the way, there are very few weaknesses in Tom Brady's game at age 44. There are a lot of weaknesses in Jones's game at quarterback for New England, and you're seeing that. And if they struggled with the defense of the Saints and Tampa Bay's defense getting lit up this weekend and going to have a chip on their shoulder, it's going to be tough going there for New England in that game. The Las Vegas Raiders Monday Night Football game, AFC West matchup. The AFC West, where my Kansas City Chiefs are in dead last. Who'd have thunk? Anybody hitting the panic button in Kansas City? No. Vegas Raiders find ways to win, even ugly. 2 overtime wins. Chargers off a big win against Kansas City. They're laying 3.5, total 52.5. If Raiders were healthy at running back, I'd definitely take the 3.5. I don't know if Jacobs coming back. I'd go under 52.5 in that Monday Night Football game. That's the opening line report. Thanks for tuning in. Leave your comments below. Those are my initial reactions. Yeah, it's a little hot in here. My air conditioner's not working. But I appreciate you tuning in. Come over to Docs, 50 years in the business. We're kicking ass and taking names in the NFL, baseball, WNBA, NASCAR. Come on over. Thanks for tuning in.